Guys, welcome back to another Mod Review Mondays. Today we're going to be looking at the East Dump Trailer by Sartana Modding. We're going to be looking at version 1.2, and this trailer will run you $16. Now, on his website, he doesn't have it labeled as East Dump Trailer. He just has it labeled as Dump Trailer 2. So I'll put that in the description so you know which one we're actually reviewing. Um, we did a pretty big mod last week with the CT Kenworth, so I figured I could run a bit smaller of a mod here. I know it's not extremely popular. I'm sure it'll only help a couple people, but that's okay. I'd rather help someone in their decision than no one, and I'll hit the big mods when I hit the big mods. But here we are in the mod manager. As you can see, it just comes with two files. It comes with the trailer itself as well as a def. So let's get into it. So here in the trailer purchase menu, super simple, just one option. As you can see, it did add the East logo on the left hand side, and here's our one configuration for $38,868. For chain type, since it is an end dump, it is just going to be the one trailer. There's no doubles, no dollies, none like that. For the body, it is what it is. You got the East dump here. And for the chassis, we have three options. We have the tandem spread, we have a close tandem, as well as a triaxle, and the rear one is a lift. For paint jobs, we have berry red, crystal white, graphite gray, sea blue, our custom color, as well as a custom metallic, which I'm sure is not going to show up just because of how uh, the lines are on this thing. For accessories up here at the front, we have hose options. So we have the dump hose dash door. Now, as you can see, this is hanging on nothing. It's meant for you to put the door on and it'll actually hang on it. Or we have the dump hose where it's just tied along the side. We could do the Confederate flag on the front, Texas flag, or the US flag. Here we have option 4, a front door. And I'll throw that hose on so you can see it's actually laying over the step there. Comes through the back. Flags up here, again, Confederate, Texas, and US. Same traffic on the sides. The Iona is a front tarpaulin, so this would be like a fabric, I guess, for Aero, and it is the paint color. As you can see, it's that metallic. And then we have our metal, which I'm pretty sure would go under that tarp. Yeah, so pretty sure it's meant to have both of them. You could have that in chrome or paint or chrome, and it looks like it's just that top trim, super tiny. Yep, just that top trim. We then have light slots on the top of that bar, so if we get rid of that, do have light slots, and we have orange or red. That's what comes with the trailer. As y'all know my policy, or if you're new here and don't, I don't tell you what light packs work or don't work on a truck or trailer unless it's specifically said by the modder themselves, just because there's a bunch out there and I don't want to be responsible for stuff not working. For our chassis, we have painted or chrome. Up here we have the tarp. So it is painted, as you can see there, rolled out or rolled in. It is on the side. And I guess, and again, you could get rid of it. And then we have our bows for the tarp to rest on. On the side here, we could do, I don't know what these are. If you know what these are in real life, let me know. But I do see them on dump trailers. I think they're like hard plastic bumpers, maybe. Protected from scratching, is kind of my guess. Light one, got light nodes on the side here and vertically on the back side. And should be on the back too. And then lateral, we have side part chrome, side part paint 1, paint 2, and paint 3. So you got little chrome inlays or paint inlays, depending on which way you want to do it. Down here we have a wheel support. So for your spare wheel, you could do it in paint or just regular metal, probably primer painted metal. Then we could throw a spare tire in there. We then have light slots on this front piece. Again, we have our orange and red, but we also have a big orange, a small orange, and then a big red and a small red. We have this middle part, which will add flaps, and we could put light slot on there too. And you have light slots on your front, on the front of your fenders as well. Right here, you could do the same flags. No wheels come with this, so SCS is your option. For fender, you could have dividers if you'd like between each of the axles. And on the back, for our lights, we have red or clear lenses. You could do a single mud flap or a double, or get rid of them if you'd like. You can also put weights on them. So we have all these different styles. And same for the outside flaps as well. If you have the spread axle chassis, you could, the fenders are spaced a little differently. So you have a front one for the rear and a rear one for the front. And you could also put a toolbox on the side. And it does do both sides. So that are all the differences. I'm going to throw some lights on, see you outside for up close and personal. So here we are in the job market. It will not show up in the freight market, so if you want to use the trailer, you got to buy it. But I feel like that's kind of the point if you're paying for paid trailers. So here we got, let's see, 145.13 a mile, which is quite a good price. We got barley, corn, just over 44,000 pounds. Let's see, silage, construction debris, topsoil, gravel, normal things you'd expect to find in a dump trailer, sand, limestone, oats. 42,000, 34,000, 15,000. So you can get different weights, which is cool, but just based off of the pictures, looks like it's going to be, visually a full load. So it'd probably make more sense to either pick trailers that are fully loaded or to have your tarp rolled over so that way you don't see inside your trailer. I'm pretty sure this is not dynamic loading either, so keep that in mind. But I'll grab, I don't know, I'll grab a load of gravel so we can see how the texturing looks. So here we are outside with it for up close and personal. Our hoses are hooked up. I don't know why there's two extra service lines. Maybe for drop axle or something. Also looks like the 7-pin isn't all the way in, which not the end of the world. I wish the PTO would hook up. That'd be sweet, but I don't know that this one supports it. Cannot read that sticker. We got our hatch. We do have some welds on the trailer. So there you go. East. This is a load of gravel. Not bad. Not bad. We did throw a bunch of lights down the side. This is the Genesis Hybrid. Our DOT tape. No cables or anything running down. Got our landing gear. As you see, left side orange, right side red for the big lights, and opposite for the small lights. Hopefully we'll be able to see a difference at night. Got our bolts there holding everything on. East flaps. The whole pivot section for the framelit. What is this? Oh, those are for our lift axles and stuff. Well, they're there, I guess. And this axle does lift. In case you're wondering. Check out underneath. Got air hoses up to a tank, shocks, airbags. Not too bad. Flaps have texture. I don't know how I feel about it. We got our clear tail lights. I do wish that it would change the middle tail lights to clear as well, though. It is one thing. That'd be nice. Stickers. No way. Got our bolts. It is nice that it has welds down the whole thing, too. I know that is a unnecessary feature, but looks good. Yeah. If you know what these bumpers are for, let me know. Like I said, I think it's for the tarp when it rolls over, maybe. All of our welds around our coal door. Got screw locks, our regular latches. Toolbox, tarp handle, and tarp, which I thought was painted. Could just be the lighting though. Oh, actually, you know what? I think when I changed the chassis, it took our paint off, so not the end of the world there. Alright, so let's hop in a field somewhere random and do a quick look at lighting. Alright, so here I am in the middle of absolutely nowhere. Perfect place to test lights. Got our hazards. Now the ones on the side of the trailer are, you can't take them off. Those are the ones that are there before you put the light slots on. So those are just there like that. Very bright. Looks like the truck lights might be shining through the bottom of the trailer though. We have flares. That's with our brake lights on. And as you see, the middle lights come on with the brake lights. And the back of the cab is getting lit up pretty good. Nice. There's two on the front of the trailer. So turn those off. Those are obnoxiously bright. Got our brake lights. Doesn't look like any flares off the middle ones. Ooh, and we have a brake light on the side of the trailer. Is it on both sides? Yeah, so we have one on both sides. Alright, we'll turn on our lights. We have flares across the back. A flare off of that red light, which is also tied to our brake light, I think. Our signal lights are lit up as well. No flares. Maybe too small. That red one's extremely bright. And typically that big light in the middle there on the bottom is the signal light, but I guess not on this one. We then have our lights under here. Red on the right, orange on the, or amber on the left. Probably not the best ground texture to test this on. That might be my fault, but it does seem that the reds are brighter than the oranges. And for the small ones, I would say that's the same. But not many lights on this thing. I mean, I didn't trick it out. This side is fully done except the vertical on that back pillar. So this is what the lights will look like if you have it fully decked out. There are still some extra slots underneath that I didn't put lights on though. And again, those vertical pillars in the back. So I think it could look pretty nice, yet also simple. And I'm sure if you had a light pack that works with it, it'll be brighter. But a simple mod, I know, super quick, super short, but hey, it's paid, it's out there. I know people like dump trailers sometimes, so yeah, why not? But I hope y'all have a good week. Make sure to keep those wheels turning.